Hi. I bought a Game Boy Advance. I have been waiting okay. I don't want to say I'm obsessed, but I emotionally rely on New Super Mario Bros. For the DS pretty heavily. Anytime I'm stressed out or bored or need to think about anything, I just always pick it up. So I've beat this game like 15 times now. Okay, 15 times. Let's say it is 15 times. I have beat it 14 times within the past 6 months. And one time forever ago. Or a few times forever. I don't know, doesn't matter. But I am so sick of it because I've been playing it over and over and over again. And I've played New Super Mario Bros. 2. I think I've beat it like 3 or 4 times. I don't know. But it just wasn't as good as this version. And I've really been wanting to explore different versions of Mario. But I have a thing with handheld consoles. Like, I don't want to get a fucking PS whatever, a PS5, PS4, whatever. I'd much rather get a PSP or a PSP Go or a PS Vita. I don't want to get an Xbox. I just don't want I don't have a television. I should probably start with that. I don't have a television. I don't have a PC or an actual working computer. So even if I was interested in actual consoles, that's not really a viable option for me. I would love to have a Super Nintendo and a Nintendo 64 one day, because I really want to play like the original Smash Brothers, the original Mario game. But I mainly like handheld consoles. The main one I use is my DSi XL. I have a 3DS, obviously, and I have had a Switch Lite since the beginning of the pandemic when the new Animal Crossing got really popular. I got one, but I don't really touch it. Animal Crossing is the only game I have on it. So I've been playing New Super Mario Bros. Over and over and over and over again, and I've been wanting to venture into different Marios for so long. But the options weren't that plenty on the regular DS, because I'm not a huge fan of the 3DS. There's Super Mario 64 for the DS, which I do want to try. I'm not sure if it would be my thing, because I don't know, I've heard questionable things about the controls, and I feel like the controls might be similar to the controls on Minecraft for the 3DS, and those controls are just so difficult for me. So I'm a little bit worried about the controls on a 3D game like that, but I would love to try that one. But besides that, there's like Mario Party, or there's Mario Party. There's like Yoshi and Luigi games, but I just like games where you can go fast. I just want to go fast. That's probably why I was obsessed with Mario Kart for so long. But with games like New Super Mario Bros., there's like specific different patterns of jumping and ducking and shooting that you can use to get to the end of the level, and I just think it's so fun to memorize those and try to get faster every time you beat the game. That's my favorite part about it. So I really wanted to try out other mainland, is that what they're called? Mainland Mario games? So I've been wanting to try the ones for the Game Boy for so long. Well, the Game Boy Advance for so long. And I have attempted to. That's not even true. I have successfully purchased other Game Boys, but none of them worked. No, that's not true. Okay, the first Game Boy I ever bought was a Game Boy Color, and not that many good games. I will go on eBay and I will see every single Game Boy Classic or Game Boy Color game. That's not even true. Every variant of Game Boy games, and I will sit there and I will watch the full gameplay on YouTube. Well, if it's like a game I don't want to be spoiled about, I'll just skip around to see how much of this is story based, what is the main part of the game, like are you just shooting and jumping, what is it? And there is a Game Boy Color game that I really want. I really want what is it called? I have it written down. Super Mario Bros. For the Game Boy Color. I don't know. I do want that one for the Game Boy Color, but besides that, there's just a bunch of black and white Mario games, and I have iPad brain. I don't know how entertaining that would be for me. I'm absolutely going to play them, but I'm not like, I need to play that, you know what I mean? But there are a lot of fun looking ones for the Game Boy Advance. So I bought a Game Boy Advance, and I didn't know at the time. I should have looked into it way harder than I did, but I didn't know at the time that it wasn't backlit. I had seen so many backlit Game Boys, and I'm a child. I've seen so many backlit Game Boys. I knew that the original Game Boys weren't backlit, and like you had to like shine a flashlight on the screen if you wanted to play it. But for some reason I just assumed all of them. I just assumed it would be backlit. I think because it was a Game Boy Advance, I didn't even know at the time that they made Game Boy Advances that weren't backlit. I thought they all were. Turns out I'm stupid. So I bought it. It wasn't backlit, so I couldn't see shit. And then it died. I don't know. I'm selling it. I'm trying to sell it. I don't like it. And then I bought a Game Boy Advance SP. The first Game Boy Advance I bought was original shell, and the other two were custom shells on eBay. Some random people making Game Boy shells in sweatshops, I guess. I don't know. Third one, Game Boy Advance SP, I was so happy about it, and I was so excited about it. And it died after 5 minutes of gameplay, and I didn't have a charger, and it's not like I could just throw in some AA's and I could actually play it again. It's one of those like fucky batteries, weird batteries. I bought a charger, didn't work, didn't do shit. So I haven't been able to play that one. I'm gonna try to get another charger for it, and if that charger also doesn't work, then it's almost definitely a console problem and not a charger problem. So I'm gonna be upset because that was months ago and there's no way I can return it now. So I'm just gonna have a janky Game Boy that I can't use, add it to the pile. So I have been wanting a Game Boy Advance that I actually look into, and I message the seller about all the specs and how long does the battery last, what upgrades exactly have you made to this, does it have a charging port, da 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 da. And I finally have, and I got classic NES series Super Mario Bros. And I've been playing it. And let me tell you, playing Mario on the Game Boy really makes you appreciate Mario on the DS. Like, I've been playing it, and don't get me wrong, I've been having fun. The controls are a little fucky. I don't know if it's a console thing or if it's a game thing, but like if I'm not hitting the right button super precisely, bitch is just not gonna move. So it's probably a console thing, because I feel like this is definitely a custom show. But I don't know, besides that, I'm having a lot of fun. It feels like the first time I played this version of Mario again, because I was not raised on video games. I was never really they never really let me play video games when I was a kid, so I don't have any. I was gonna say I don't have any nostalgia for it, but whatever. I had to enter this world on my own and figure out what I liked and just beat these games on my own. While Googling things I didn't understand, of course. So, what am I talking about? Yeah. Playing on this makes you really appreciate this. I played on this for like half an hour, and I got so frustrated at the controls that I was like, I need to calm down. So I'm gonna play Super Mario Bros. And I felt like I was having a 40K 1080p high quality experience compared to this. Like, I thought these graphics are suddenly amazing. What happened? It's just so funny, because I don't know if y'all play, but it's like, it's a pretty pixely screen compared to like iPhones that we're used to now. It's pretty damn pixely, but nothing compared to this, let me tell you. But I'm having a lot of fun playing something like this for the first time, because I'm still getting used to the controls, and I don't know what's gonna happen next. I'm noticing a lot of similarities between this game and the one that I'm used to, because there's like the first level of the first world kind of starts the same as this one, and the second level is also like a weird underground thing, and it's just the enemies act the exact same way, so it's like definitely loyal to the concept, and it's just really fun to notice little things like that. And it makes me feel like I suck, which is kind of fun for me, because in the first time I ever beat this game, I was so bad at it, I didn't know you could run, and I didn't know once you got the flower power up, you could like shoot at the enemies. So if there was like an enemy, like a giant Venus flytrap that you had to jump over, I couldn't run fast enough to get a good jump. So I thought the trick was you just had to die. I thought the whole trick of the game was that you just had to hope you found enough power-ups to withstand all the enemies you were about to run straight into. I thought you just had to die over and over again. That was how you beat the game. So I beat the game for the first time without running, it was all out of walking speed and without being able to shoot at enemies. I just had to try my best to avoid them or run into them. So I've saved that world file and I haven't touched it because I'm so proud of myself for being able to beat the game despite being so stupid. And I'm kind of feeling the same way playing this again. I just feel so stupid and it's fun. I don't know. I know everybody else is really well versed in video games, but I'm not. So I'm having fun exploring the DS and the Game Boy Advance libraries very slowly because I'm poor, but on my own. Speaking of being poor, I have a new job. Kinda returning to an old job, kind of a new job. It's kind of like being a waitress, kinda. And oh my god. People in the town I've been staying in can tip. Like $20, $40, $10, $15, $20, $20. It's insane. And I'm just working. I mean, you're on your feet like 8 hours, 10 hours a day, whatever. But I'm working and I'm getting so hype about all this money I'm making. 'Cause at that point I knew I had already made over $100 in money tips alone. Not definitely over 100 in credit card tips. So I was sitting there and I was so excited about it. And then I was thinking, oh, the guy that works in the kitchen, well, there's 2 chefs in the kitchen, and then there's one guy that's like helping and doing dishes and stuff. I'm like, he's making his hourly. He isn't even getting all these tips at all. But I've worked back there and I know it's hard, so I want to tip him out. I'll give him $5 because that's what everybody tips everybody out. And I'm like, Jupiter, you're making all of these tips and you're gonna give him $5? That's like less than 5% of what you've made today. Okay, give him 10. Jupiter, you're just gonna give him $10? That's like half of your last tip. And you've had many tips today. And I'm like, okay, I'll give him $15. And then I got a $40 tip on top of all that. And I was like, 15 isn't enough. I should give him $20 because I'm making all of these tips and he's not making anything. And I was like, $20 is a lot of money though. And I got to the point where I was like, $20 isn't enough. You need to give him more than that. Look at all this money you're making, and he isn't making any of that money. He's only making hourly. So, how much money? Why aren't you giving him more? Why are you being so greedy? And I don't remember how much I ended up giving him. I think I gave him like $17 tip out. And afterward, I just felt like you're going to hell. I felt like I was gonna go to hell because I only gave the dishwasher $17. It was like this stressful battle in my head that was happening for hours. Like, I felt so greedy. I don't know. I have problems like that a lot. And then we shut the restaurant thingy down for a few hours to go to a parade. And I thought about decorating the wall with the beads But then I also thought, that's a lot of work. And I also thought you can barely see them, so what's the point? Where is it? I got a Three Musketeers bar, and there's so much candy that I've never tried before. Partially never had occasion, partially I was scared to try things for a long time. And I've never been a chocolate girl. Like, I'll eat it, it's good, but it's never been my favorite. But over these past, since Christmas, I have just been into fucking chocolate. I've been trying new ones. Okay, it was sparked by, on Halloween, my mother and I watched a movie together, I think we watched, like, The Crow or something. I don't know. It was a fun day. And we bought some candy, one of those, like, Hershey's, Kit Kat, Reese's bags you can get during Halloween. And I tried it and it was nasty. It was like, I'm not a chocolate connoisseur. To my knowledge at the time, Hershey's was as good as it gets. And I ate the Hershey's and it was like nasty. And the Kit Kat too, which sucks because I loved Kit Kats. But it was nasty and my mom looked it up, and yeah, apparently they recently changed their recipe. They decided they were gonna go in a different direction and make all their candy taste like shit from now on. I don't know. So I thought about it for a while. I mourned the loss of the only chocolate I had ever tried in my life. At Christmas, was it Christmas? Yeah, Christmas, my mom got me, do I still have it? I do. My mom got me this to try, and this box to try, and because I said I was so sad about the Hershey's, I tried these. I hate dark chocolate. Well, to my knowledge, I've hated dark chocolate forever, but I tried the dark chocolate caramel one and this one, and I actually liked it. And I had never had caramel before. That was my first time ever eating caramel. And I liked the truffle one. I did not like the pecan one. And then I tried this, and I really fucking liked this. And ever since then, I've been trying so many different chocolates. I've been on like a kick lately. And I tried this one. It's okay. And I tried this one. It's also good. I think I like this one better though. I'm not sure. This one, mostly just like ones from the dollar store, because I'm not a bajillionaire. But I caught this one at the parade, and I don't even know what this is. Like, all of the candy that you get at checkout aisles, I've never even had it. Like, I've had M&M's, Reese's, Kit Kat, Hershey's, Crunch Bar, Starburst. I haven't any of the like chocolates. I've never had Three Musketeers. I've never had a Snickers, a Twix, anything like that. I've never had, so I want to try it. It doesn't give me any information, I don't think. Well, that tells me that I'm awesome. But besides that, it just says contains milk, egg, and soy, may contain peanuts. So, all I know about this is that it might have peanuts in it. Can I break it, or is that cheating? What the fuck is that? Oh, what? Why does it look like a protein bar? Why is it foamy? It's like foamy and chewy. I don't get it. It's really weird. I'm not wasting it. I'll finish it later. I'm gonna set it on my desk right there, and eventually I'll notice it again and eat it. I need to fucking clean. I wonder if there's no way I collected all the coins the first time I played it. Unless I went back and The Three Musketeers has an aftertaste. It has the same aftertaste that coffee does. Yeah, no. I never collected all the coins. It says 74, and if I had collected them all, it would say all gone or something like that. Did I even find the secret? I did not find the secret passageway. I went wherever I was going as fast as fucking possible. I didn't even do any of the extra levels. That's so cute. I also got this at the parade. Hold on, I want a thumbnail. Feel 'em, boys. I kinda regret coloring his skin. Thank you so much for staying with me to talk. Namaste. Amen.